If you are coming in, just kindly mute.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. Don't go do research.
The increment currently is set on Unity, is on the I++. What if you want to make it more than Unity, like an increment of maybe 2 or more than 1?
Then you define it. I ask a question. You want me to answer your question, but you are not ready to answer mine.
Oh, those the answers, I already forgot the name, although those were part of the first things we did for today's class.
Yes, there's this lady that was asking what was the question all about?
I'm the one. What's the
Yes,
locked out?
just
So I wanted to get the question.
yes. I say that what is this called? This one. What is it called? What is this one called? What is this one called?
Okay, so I was talking that time.
God, calm down now.
Oh yeah, now I'm just coming on now. Okay.
Yes, madam, go on.
I did in respect to this for statement stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for me, I think it's what's it called? Counting to.
Which one?
This one, the one for greater less than 5 is counting to 5.
Okay.
Yes. Why the I++ is the increment counter.
All right. I
think so. What else?
How about this one? Who wants to assist? She has tried to.
Oh yeah, can I assist now?
Oh boy, calm down. Calm down, Chama. Yes, the ladies. Where is he or he? There is Vera. People are not talking. Constant K. Mass is very wicked. Does not even make any sense that time. Yes. All right, the guys, you can help. Auto case, who wants to talk? The remaining displays that I'm painting. Let me go and change that color. I like drawing.
So I think the first one is counter, and counter is used to keep track of what steps you're on.
Good one. All right, makes more sense. So that is it, guys. We have counter.
It's not it. You underline the last part. Underline the one in the curly bracket to ask.
This one or this one?
Now the text plus or minus in the curly bracket.
She stated it now. She said increment already. The lady, the first lady, she got it too.
Yeah, I heard when she said increment. I meant what is in the curly bracket, just like how you gave us the illustration.
Okay, yeah, okay, this one.
Yes.
Well, what is in the curly bracket? I think is concatenation. Like
exactly
when you want to concatenate.
Think no more. You don't get them.
So
that's good.
Yeah, the ministry is moving.
The ministry is moving. The church of God is marching on. All right, guys. Thank you very much for contributing. Let's move on and to see what's up. Iterating over array now is going to make more sense to you. Before it was just normal range that you set, but here we want it to iterate over a range. I mean, an array of lists. You cannot say that you don't know what an array list is because we've done that before. We're even repeating the elements, and then we bring in a for loop. And in this for loop, we want to print it to see in the terminal. That is why you see console.log. Now, not document write to output in the HTML, right? So we are counting up to fruits dot length, you know, and it doesn't matter how long the array is. So, and here goes the list, array lists, and the follow. var fruits equals to this list element of peach, orange, and apple. Var I equals to 0. I less than fruit dot length. Anybody wants to give me the answer? Somebody wrote something there. He says,
Yeah, I think I can
haven't
try
been
and
hearing
guess
you.
that one. What's happening there?
I think it is network. No, it's probably it's your network. A lot of people can hear me. Vera said that she cannot hear us. Oh, who was speaking? Is it
Okay,
Liberty?
sorry, I was
Okay.
speaking. So you're
Yes,
asking
go ahead.
about fruit dot length, right?
Yes. What is the respondent?
Okay, good. So the dot length is actually a method, and for your variable called fruits,
Yes.
length is going to get the number of elements that are in that fruit data.
So what should be there, sir?
So we are going to have, since it's zero index, we're going to have 3 elements.
Exactly.
So I think it should be 3.
So is I less than 3? That is what we are saying here.
Exactly.
The same way you put I less than 5. The fruit dot length here is 3, right? So you have to queue it in. You see now that you have to factor that one in first. You have to factor that one first, and then you put it inside it. Just like this mathematical question, they will not tell you to prove a formula before you use that formula for the particular case. This is what is happening here, right? And when you say, and in this printing again, what you are printing here is a I, you know, and what will be this in B? Okay, Sen, you want to go? What will be the value there? What will be in there instead of that I? What do they mean? Okay, Sen, are you still here? Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm inside Keke. I'm not really hearing you very well.
Okay, who else? Emmanuel, you are not very active today.
But I think fruits now should be the range. I think that should be 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. I think fruits
No, I think it won't be 0, 1, 2. I think it should be 3.
Oh, you think it should be 3 for I?
Yes, in the I, for the value of I.
Okay, here it should
because
be 3. Are you sure?
I think it should be 0, 1, 2 also.
0, 1, 2.
Since it's not just counting.
Yes, but remember, I don't think I can give us. I would count 0, 1, 2.
Result of the?
But,
what will be the result
okay,
of
I will be 2.
this code?
I will be 2. Console.log will get 2 at the output of the console.
Are you sure? It's going to give a number. It's going to give one element here. It's like if people are not understanding this thing very well. Oh.
It will give apple.
Madam is talking. To give up, Wabi.
Any value for I you impute there, maybe 0, 1
not
or
any.
2.
Emmanuel, wait, not any. Sir, wait. Not any. I want you to factor this thing out. I want you to factor, because we just did one now, right? So this is our array. Yes, okay, go ahead.
We are using the fruits, the elements now as a fruit. So it will give us the elements. This 4 is just explaining what should be there. So it should be the peach, which is a 0, orange 1, and then apple 2. We still come back as our result.
I agree with her. I totally agree with her, because
that it will repeat the full length of it. That's what
it won't repeat the
yes, I think
the output? I believe the output will be apple. because like she explained, it's
Mm.
I is going to be taking the index of the variable fruits.
Exactly. Now you
So
are
the first
talking.
I is going to be peach, the second I is going to be orange, then the third I is going to be apple. So if we start 0, 1, 2, then the log fruits 2, that should be apple.
All right. For those in favor of this statement, say yea.
Fruit I should be peach.
Who
Fruit
said that?
I should be peach since I has been set to 0.
How
Yeah,
do you
but don't
know that
forget
I is set to
I
0?
is
You are not
increasing.
believing. You are
Yes.
not believing that the expression will have put something here and put it here.
Remember, there's
Oh, sir, you are done talking. Me, I already agree with
I
you.
plus plus. So I
Yes.
is going to be
Emmanuel. Hello, sir. This is interactive class, so I enjoy it. Let me go back. Maybe. Oh, sorry. What the people are saying is very, very close to the answer. See these expressions, sir. When we say I less than 5, what do you think happened? Even though that is not the right answer, but what really happened? From here now, you people understand. This is the answer. Now, this will give you a good knowledge of what will happen. This one. What happened? He printed 0. We set it to be 0, right? Printed 1, printed 2, printed 3, and 4 because the range is 5. Now your own range is 3. What do you think will happen, guys, using the increment counter? What do you think will happen? It will output 0, 1, 2, isn't it? Don't you think this is going to be the output? And you will cue it in. What will be here? Peach. What will be here? Orange. What will be here? Apple. What do you guys think? Do you think this is a written, or you think it will just erase these guys and cue only 2 from what they have explained to cue number 2 inside that I, right? And it will output apple only. If I understand, Ms. Josephine and is it Mamus? I don't know if I pronounce your name correctly.
No, that's not what I said. I said it will come out as the still peach, apple, and peach, orange, and apple, because it's going to impute. But so I didn't see the, what's it called? This next line after the 4th line on the one you gave us now. I didn't see that text line there.
Yes, because he's concatenating. That means he's adding. Concatenate means it will join the answers. But for this example now,
which one did you think that it has been concatenated here, sir? It is the
here
value.
Now.
Hold on. It is this value that was concatenated together with the value of I.
I, exactly.
Yeah, yes. This one, concatenation means this one and this one. That is what happened here. I don't know if you understand that, sir. That is what happened there.
Oh, I get it now. I get it now.
So you still go back to, if you are in line with the lady, I think here maybe you'll be very maybe correct. I'm the examiner here. I'm not saying anything. Let me check a lot of messages while you people brainstorm to come out with. If you are sure, then you just tell me, and then we'll fire the code.
Sir, to me, I feel it will output the fruit. It will output. If you go back to the slide, I'll give my final.
Rando Expo.
Rando Expo. Okay, here. Yeah, I think is it Mamos and Miss Josephine, they are done. They are the one, they are leading the whole conversation, except Okesin. If you want to come in, go ahead.
So please, what's the expression?
So the expression is var fruits equals to in a list of peach, comma, orange, comma, apples. Then the statement ends there. And in the block of the line, for in parentheses, var I equal to 0, semicolon, I less than fruits dot length. We have factor fruit dot length to be 3 because there are 3 elements, and then I plus plus, and we say that console dot log should print fruits with index I. That is the statement, sir.
Okay.
That is Victor, guys. So we are counting up to fruits dot length, which does not matter how long the array is, for the fact that it has a range. Okay,
Okay.
so
The
okay,
fruit
Victor, go ahead.
list.
Yes.
The fruit list, how many
Elements. There are 3
elements we
elements
have?
there.
Okay, 3 elements.
Yes, sir.
And we now get,
Peach, orange, and apple.
okay. 0, 1, 2.
And we queue it in where it says I. So since that we figure it out and it's 3 elements, so now instead of I less than fruit dot length is I less than 3. You just queue it in there. Talking to Victor now.
Okay.
And I plus plus.
We're going to have 0 and 1.
0 and 1.
I mean, the first 2 elements.
Why? When I is starting from 0, so 0 and 1, so it would, and I is less than 3. You think it's going to be 0 and 1 only? Why not 0, 1, 2? Less than 3, sir. Not less than 2.
Okay. Okay, less than 3.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we have 0, 1, 2.
And then we say that console.log will, should print fruits in square brackets, the value of I. So what do you think that it will output when you queue that
Square
in?
brackets, the value of I.
Battery is low. Okay. Or is your battery always low? What's up? Like you need to get a power bank. Maybe there is no light in that part or what? Sorry about
Power
that.
grid.
Power national grid. I don't mind these people. Yes,
We know
Victor,
it will
you're
be
listening. Hello, Victor. You are listening.
Yes, sir. Okay. So on the console, we're going to have the elements index 0, 1, and 2.
Okay, that is peach, orange, and apple.
Yes, sir.
All right. So he is in line with Ms. Josephine and Mamus is in line with you guys, right?
Yes, peach, orange, apple is what we are
Yes.
suspecting the output.
That is the number 3 vote. What's up? Anybody that is contrary to this?
Yes, peach, orange, apple.
Me too. That's what I said. That's what I said. I'm going to.
Huh?
I'm going with
Peach,
it.
orange, apple, ba?
Yes.
Madam Nami?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Peach, orange, apple.
All right. Okay, Sin.
So I'm going with that same thing. I'm going with that same thing. Peach, orange, apple.
Are you going with the majority?
No, it's not about going with the majority. I actually check it to actually output the value for fruits, the elements inside based on their index.
Yeah,
so I will go with that.
That is what will happen. So one good news here that I know is the lady just identified so quickly, even though I was trying to confuse her to make her change, she stays on that lane. And that is how we understand it. So it will queue that value. That is why I went back to show you this, so that well, Mr. Mamos probably did not factor this concatenation part before. He thinks that he's going to cut out some part. But when I explained to him, he quickly picked it up. So, and that is a very good interactivity going on there. You know, well done, guys. We are moving. The Church of God is marching on. So it's going to help. If you queue it in, definitely, you can just write this code and then you see it. For example, you know, let me try to end this and then just take it to our codes. What's the other thing called? And then share in the, what is this thing? Code pen. And that person that was asking for no apple left, yes, this is it too. Because I want to clean this one now. Put this one like this, please. Or it's not going to output it here. It's not going to output it here. It's going to output in the console, right? Let's see, console log. Yep. Did you see it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can see it. Beautiful.
Yes, we can see.
Yep. So this is how you try. So we can move on, right? All right, moving on. There's a bit of exercise here. Iterate over an array. You just practice to know. And that takes us to function. I hope and pray we just finish this thing today. But this level that we are is a good one. Functions, like you know, is the function that you know, like verbs. Anything like verbs in English language. Functions. Hey, Cecilia, go and help me wash the plate. It's a function. Come help me drive, go down to the garage and give me some tea stuff. It's a function. And no, I'm studying. It's a function. I'm writing. It's a function. I'm playing football. All of this, you know, is the same thing. You know, in programming, everything is seen as object. So, but there is a concept called programming in object. But for you to program it, you have to identify some functions or feature inside it that you think you can programmatically orient. That is why we say object-oriented programming. A paper, non-living things, everything you see, their functions. And that is why I told you that 3 things to know when programming is knowing the syntax, that is the pattern, knowing the data structure, that is like building equipment now, right? And knowing the algorithm, the step that you will take, the technical know-how to achieve the goal, right? So functions, they are a way of repeating the same action multiple times. Click, go to the browser, type www.facebook.com, click to see this, add something 2 plus 2 to, to achieve this goal, or calculate, or, press or click. Those things are functions. So functions can be called multiple times. But here, there is a pattern in which we use to call it functions. You declare it first, you initialize it, and you call it. I will explain in a very simple term. Declaring means it's like writing a name. Initializing, giving value to that name, right? Calling, meaning turning it on, like play the music. Do you get this? Initializing, declaring, initializing, and calling. These are the three things that we do. And this, if you know, we've been doing this in variable little by little. The thing that we've not done in variable is the calling. If you see in variable, we declare, writing the variable name, we initialize, giving the value to the variable name. So this is the most important part of JavaScript, function. In any programming, this is the most important part, right? You should know, for whatever, no matter how beautiful a house looks, what a beautiful house. You will never like it when the house is not functional. And not functional, I mean no water, no light, no human being living in it. In fact, even if there is a lot of water in there, clean water that you can even drink from tap, and there is light, full electricity, even to the level of solar, 24 hours energy, and there is no human being living there. And the house happens to be erected by the road. Guess what people that will be passing through the road will be conversing and be saying, we heard yesterday that someone saw a spirit walking in that house. The other people will say, oh my God, you don't know, they built that house bearing human bodies. So therefore, nobody can live there, no matter how beautiful. It's just beautiful for nothing. And so functions, human being living in the house too. That means the house is functional. It's not all about just water, electricity. So if you don't know what functions is in programming, this is just what we mean. Programmatically, when you go online and you click on something to see something, is a function. If it is not functional, how about you click on that thing and it's looking at you? You can click me from now to tomorrow. I'm not going to give you the response of what you're looking for. Just like human being who is not sleeping, but you are calling his name. Abraham, wake up. Abraham, but Abraham is not sleeping. Do you think that Abraham will ever wake up? Well, he has decided that he's not going to wake up. The same thing to an object that is not functional. It's going to just look at you like Abraham, who has refused to wake up because it is not enabled or active. And that means it doesn't have a function to it. With this explanation, do you understand what function means now? You're welcome. Do you now understand what function means? Hello, guys.
Yes, sir.
So let's see what function holds for us. Okay. You see something here. Going by the principle of the anatomy of a function, you see that all what you have learned, they are coming to package now, to become a block of code. var is here. For is here. Console log has refused to go. I equals to, I less than, I plus plus has refused to go. One thing that have been introduced here is function only. Function of a list. That is the only thing. You already know a list, right? So let me use the annotation. to tell you the new thing. This is only the new thing, right? So does it look like something you've seen before, like value to this var? Yes, it looks like it. You know var, you know variable name. That is, you declare a variable now. And what comes in now is a function. This is where to queue it in, right? What function? Function of a list. So this is the pattern. In as much as it's not a full-fledged function yet, right? You should know that a function will come in here. In as much as you still have a list. So that your apple, that your peach, orange, and apple, you're going to look at it here in that list. Don't know if that clarified the statement a little bit to make more sense when we move on. So, new thing, a print list, a function. I'm separating all of them now. A list, a curly bracket, right? A semicolon, a for loop. These are things to take note of. Does it make sense to you? These are things to take note of. Watch very well. Print function, a list, the curly bracket. This curly bracket starts here and ends here. Then the semicolon. Moving on, which I have explained before, you declare a function is different from a statement. Function is not a statement. You have to declare, you have to initialize, and you have to call it. Then declaring a function means the code in a function will not be run until you explicitly call it. And before you can call a function, you must initialize, means you give it a value, right? And this can never be exercised. I have to give you a little sample. Calling a function, right? This is a form to call a function. This is a way to call a function. Sorry. So sorry. You can call it outside the block of code. You can call it inside. You can call it somewhere here too. And returning it means calling. And I told you what calling means. You like playing, now run it. That's the meaning. Play the music, right? Or print it. Sorry, this is it. This thing is occupying, is blocking the whole thing. This is our declaration of the list. So instead of using the full list, we're going to replace it with a list, which instead of using the list, you may want to queue it, the name of the list, put it here. Then using the functions, right? Means you are giving the value, this is the value of the function actually. This is the initialization, and this is the calling, sorry. Until this is called, it's not going to do anything yet. Better explanation is variable defines in function can only be used in those functions. So you cannot refer to that variable in another local or global variable. because that belongs to the function only. It's just like a play at the National Theatre, Oriligomu in Lagos. That play stays in there. It does not go outside the play, the venue. I mean, the outside the venue, yeah. So what happens when you forget to use the VAR? That is one question for you people to answer. When you forget to use the VAR, what do you think will happen? Hello, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
When you forget to use the VAR keyword, what happened, Victor?
So I didn't get the question, sir.
When you forget to use the VAR keyword, what will happen?
To try an error.
When you forget to use the VAR keyword, what will happen, everybody? Oh, this is very discouraging. I said this thing verbatim more than 100 million times now. People cannot be doing this. When you don't write VAR keyword, what will happen?
You cannot call the function.
Not even function yet. Ordinarily in
Okay.
JavaScript, when you don't call the VAR key, when you don't start with VAR keyword, what will happen? Being it in function, being it in variable, what will happen? What did I say to happen?
That code will be pointless.
No, there is a word I use it more than 100 times now. Remember?
It shouldn't initialize.
No, I said that it will override. It will override the next variable or next function. It will override because it comes from top to bottom. I keep using override and override. It will override it. There are ones that you are supposed to be used to now. It will definitely override. That is what I say, because code run from top to bottom, right? And you say var keyword and you miss this var, thinking that you are writing very perfectly. It's not going to display any error for you to know. It's going to override it for you, and you'll figure it out till you die. That is how it works. There are things that you cannot forget to, in as much as you cannot memorize everything. You need to understand some certain rules. Okay, that little approaches to functions, what you should learn from it is declaring it, initializing it, and calling it. And I explained to you very well before. It's just like you're saying, Abraham with value, that is declaring and initializing, then telling Abraham to perform the function. So Abraham is a staff of your company, right? You have identified the role of Abraham. Then you give Abraham a task and you tell Abraham to begin the task. These are the three things that we are talking about: declaring, calling, initializing and calling. Initializing is giving the value, right? This is the thing that we are saying. Yeah. Okay. And that takes us to a very good topic I told you earlier, that everything when we are done with this object, you understand more. We may not finish it, but when we finish, you understand more. Everything in programming is an object. That is where the object-oriented programming comes from. So objects are like collections of properties. They can contain numbers, strings, functions, arrays, even other objects. They are useful for containing, properties, equipment, whatever name, elements, variables, even